I did music. I got like a few little popular songs.
Is marriage a goal for you?
Girl, yes. I want a big time man.
Oh my God. See, now I'm about to tell my business.
We have a lot of misconceptions about us.
Yes.
That we're gold diggers. So are you a gold digger?
Yes. No, I'm saying.
You're never going to be able to satisfy everybody.
Right. Just because he makes more money than me doesn't make him any better than me. Welcome to the Pregame Podcast, where the game begins off the field.
We're your co-hosts, Tokyo
and Sydnee. Each week, we'll take a deep dive into the personal lives, challenges, and triumphs of life and athletes.
So grab your favorite drink
and let's get into it. So now that we're here, Tokyo, tell me a little bit about yourself and how we got here.
Oh, just right into it. Okay. So before I dated somebody who played football, I did my own thing. Like, I did music, which is where the name comes from. I got like a few little popular songs. I went on tour a couple times, and I went on tour with Kevin Gates. I went on tour with T.I. I've been a lot of places with that. And then I feel like things shifted. I became a grown-up.
What do you mean a grown-up?
I don't think music was my thing anymore. I won't say that. I won't say music wasn't my thing. The music I was making wasn't my thing. I wasn't in that space. Like, I feel like the music I was making, I was broken. And I don't think I've ever said that. But I feel that. And I just wasn't there, so I was trying to like force myself to make that music.
Was that more self?
And it was like sad bitch music, and it just it wasn't me no more.
What inspired the sad bitch music? You would say?
Oh, personal stories, like not just mine, but like my sisters, my cousins. Like you see people go through so much stuff with men, and then I got to a point where I wasn't experiencing that no more. My sister's happily married, like with her family. So it was like, where do I get these stories from? And people relate to them so much, but I didn't anymore.
I feel like it's a common thing that like everybody knows that people's raps are like cats, so why you should cats?
It was hard for me because to me music was like my art. So it was like truth to everything. And you're not the first person to say that. Like just lie. It wasn't easy for me. And I think a lot of people have a misconception that music was like my passion, and it was never my passion. It just made me some money. So it was a smart decision. And then I feel like I just outgrew it. And if you have a job that you outgrow, you don't continue to work there because somebody wants you to. You find another job. Right. So here we are.
So now that we're in a different space in life, do you foresee yourself doing music in the future?
No. Not ever.
Look, and that's what the people want to know. The people want to know when are they going to hear some new music from Tokyo Jet.
It's not happening unless Sydnee take this phone and put out what's already out. I mean, what's already in my phone, but it's just not gonna happen.
So would you say that you retired, or would you ever come back?
Is that a thing?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm retired for sure.
And can you tell the people why you chose to retire?
Dang, my whole smile just went away. So when I met Shaquille, he played for the Jaguars, and we got pregnant. I'm getting sad. We got pregnant, and it was so much going on at the time. Shaquille was like a captain. He was like a player they had just brought in for a huge contract, so it was a lot of pressure on him. And then I'm from Jacksonville. So it was like pressure on me because when stuff would happen, people would be like, what's going on? And I don't know. I barely knew anything about football at the time. But we got pregnant. A million things was happening at the time. And I was still performing. And I went somewhere. I can't remember where the show was. But I had like an arena show. And somebody called like before the arena show was over. And they were like, hey, we got like 10,000. Can you come pull up to the club real quick? And it's $10,000 to go somewhere for like 20 minutes.
Right.
So I'm like, oh yeah. And at the time I'm like super early in my pregnancy. I was probably like 4 or 5, maybe 6 weeks or something like that. We get to the club, it's super packed. So like it's a college town, it's sweaty, it's people bumping into each other, it's smoked out. We go to the club. We spend no longer than 20 minutes in the club. And as soon as I walk out, it was like a breath of fresh air. Like I started coughing. Like I couldn't breathe inside. And then like 2 days later, I started bleeding. And I had a miscarriage. So it affected Shaquille a lot. And then remember, he's in middle season. Yeah. So he was like, you don't have to do that anymore if you don't want to.
Yeah.
So we decided not to. And I think it affected a lot of fans, but I think my personal life is more important.
Well, thank you for sharing that. I feel like a lot of people keep asking you about music because that's something that they don't know. But thank you. So if anybody else is in your position, think about it.
It's okay.
What would your advice be for other women in your position similar to what you went through? Like, what got you through?
My miscarriage. My man. My family. And he was going through so much at the time because this is around the time he got hurt in Jacksonville. He wasn't playing great because he had a back injury, but he was still trying to play through it. So he kind of like 100% poured into our family. Yeah. And I feel like that's what got me through that. And if he wasn't there, I don't think I would have got through that.
Yeah, a family man.
Period.
Yeah,
but yeah, now here we are. We don't have to be, we've grown from it. We have our beautiful daughter. And we have our son Amir. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm glad that you guys are here now.
Thank you.
So, speaking of you guys' relationship, is marriage a goal for you? Or what are we thinking?
Girl, yes.
So I need to put the pressure on this man.
I don't think we need pressure. I think he knows.
Yeah.
I think something's in the works.
It's about that time.
I think something's in the works.
What are we thinking? Haircut, radiant cut, emerald cut. What do we want?
I want a haircut.
Okay.
I want a big diamond.
Define big. Just in case I'm asked, I want to know.
I want like 5 carats. Ooh. Is that crazy?
No.
Yeah, I think I want like 5 carats. I want a cute little band. Yeah. And I want a big wedding too.
Do you foresee any more kids in you guys' future, or how do you guys feel about moving on with your family? Are you going to build?
I for sure want more kids. I think I came into the situation wanting like 7 kids.
What?
And then I had 2 and I was like, that's not reality.
Yeah, I'm like 7 kids. I'm like, you can be driving a Sprinter. 7 kids.
Yeah, they won't fit into the lamb. So yeah, that's not the plan anymore. I think I'm on like 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Same.
So what about you? How did you get here?
Well, I feel like, how do I explain how I got here? I kind of had like the journey of dealing with being in such, like growing up in such a fast city. Like I was going to the clubs.
LA, right?
Yeah, in LA. And I was going to the clubs at 17 and 18. But, using my sister's ID. Why my mom let me do that, I don't know.
Don't try to blame her.
God bless America. We're here now. So I kind of started off like that fast life, in and out of relationships, things that no longer served me. And it was like time for me to sit it down. But I was always that girl that was like, I don't want kids. I don't want to get married. I swear. Like, I was like, I'm going to be a doctor. I'm going to be a plastic surgeon. Like, I started off, when I was in undergrad, because I graduated high school when I was 17. So I went straight, right? But I graduated high school when I was 17. I went straight to college, and I was like, okay, I'm going to go pre-med track. I want to be a surgeon, blah, blah, blah. No. Then every year something else changed. I'm like, I want to be a plastic surgeon. Wait, no. I want to be a physician assistant. Let me be a nurse practitioner. Actually, let me just be a nurse. So that's what I ended up doing. I ended up graduating with my degree in health science. And then after that, I met Jihad. Thank God.
You say that all the time.
I know, because I don't know where I don't know where I would be without that. Yeah, I really don't know. I met him, and then I I know this sounds like bad, but I feel like I probably could have got to my career faster had I not met him. But that is true because it's the lifestyle that we live, having to pick up and move, pick up and go, pick up and move. And then it's like you're pouring into yourself, having to pour into this relationship, having to pour into life, period, family, friends, everything. So I kind of put myself on the back burner in the sense of career-wise because I knew that I was ready for something more serious. So I ended up going to nursing school and I just graduated this past May.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And then I passed my NCLEX in, what was that?
Was that July?
July, yeah. I passed my NCLEX in July and then Upton moved to Minnesota. So, yeah. Back to back. We're figuring out. Not even to mention, literally graduation was May 10th. Jahad's birthday, his 30th, was May 11th. And our wedding was May 24th. So everything, by the way, nursing school planning the wedding, that was ghetto. Do not recommend. But yeah, now we're here adjusting to Minnesota life. I feel like it's different, but yeah, we're here.
So question. You know, usually people date in social circles, like doctors, nurses, all of them usually date each other. What made you, a nurse, date a football player?
Oh my God. See, now I'm about to tell my business. When I turned 18, I started dating another football player. Ooh. That should have not been dating me because I was a grown-ass man. Okay? Yeah, no. He was like 25 and had no business
that's a bit
talking to a fresh 18-year-old me.
That's scary.
Yeah. So, that was the thing. And I feel like being in LA, once you hang out with one kind of circle,
that became your social circle.
So by the time I kind of navigated what I actually wanted to be or do in life, I was already running and having like a Hannah Montana lifestyle where it's like, oh, you're educated and you're around all these spaces and you're pre-med, but then it's also like, where are you going on Saturday and Sunday? It was we were giving playhouse, we were giving supper club with athletes.
You was outside.
Yeah, I was outside, okay. But I feel like I would rather be outside as a young child like I was as opposed to like now because I feel like a lot of people that are in Los Angeles, like a lot of the women are still like 30 years old trying to talk to rookies and it's like, babe.
I don't think that's just Los Angeles though. Like, yeah. I think that gives Houston, that gives some of the girls that DM me, like, looking for a rookie. And that still is that same dynamic where you were 18
I was 18 and he was 25.
You might want to up it a little bit. Babe.
A little. So, yeah, and I feel like I just would rather be in the space that I am in now. Like, out of all my friends, I'm the only one that's married. Like, I'm the only one that didn't have a kid before I got married. Yeah. So, it's like, I feel like still with dating this man, I still held myself to a certain standard, even though I ran in the same circles, but it wasn't a bad run.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad run.
Okay, I get that.
Yeah, so enough about me. Tell me about what this podcast means to you.
Oh, okay.
Put you on the spot.
So for me, because I'm a mom, I still I manage, and I'm sure you do too, I manage Shaquille's day to day. Everything from our house that we have in Houston to where we live in Minnesota. I feel like this was an outlet for me. Like, this is a way for me to sit down and talk to Sydnee. This is a way for us to talk to other girls. This is like a safe space, but it's like a way for me to have adult talk. Yeah. And not have my baby running around.
Listening to Gracie's Corner.
Beat him up. But yeah, and outside of course, I have the daycare, but that's like,
still children involved.
Yeah, it's business. This is fun.
So how do you manage your personal life with your business?
It's tough. I think I'm adjusting every day. I don't think I have it down pat. Because I still even shooting. We have to figure both of our schedules out. We have to figure out the men's schedule. Do I need a babysitter? Do I it's a lot, and I'm adjusting every day. But luckily I'm with a man who gives me the opportunity to be able to still have fun and do my own thing and not just, I follow him around. When he needs to move to Minnesota on a random Tuesday, we're there. But he still allows me to, he doesn't interject with my personal things and like whatever I want to do. If I'm like, I want to go to the Bahamas tomorrow, he's like, okay, let's do it. So luckily, I'm in a situation like that. And some of the girls aren't as lucky to have those type of situations.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people kind of like that support, but I get it because I'm there too. I would say I'm in the same space. Same thing with the jihad, managing everything. I'm being a wife, a dog mom to 3 crazy dogs. You know that.
Those are your kids.
Right. Those are children. those are little humans. But being a wife, a personal chef, a stylist, a therapist, still trying to be a meatist. Like, I'm still trying to like stay true to myself too. And I feel like this is a space for us to express ourselves. I know that a lot of people have a lot of questions about the lifestyle that we live because there's certain like stereotypes or misconceptions or just where people don't understand what our normal every day to day is. It's not like pick up, follow this man around. Your life is his life. Like, no, we still have our own lives and things that we want to do. So that's what it is. I'm glad that I have a man that supports me. I'm glad that I have a man that can uplift me and I'm able to, balance both.
So let's get into that actually, because we have a lot of misconceptions about us.
Yeah.
The first is being that we don't have lives outside of them. So I think we kind of addressed that.
Yeah.
The second would be that we're gold diggers. So are you a gold digger?
Yes. No, I was like,
that's where we going?
No. I mean, how do I explain this? Like, I feel like we're very fortunate to live the lives that we live, but even in the realm of them being athletes, not every athlete lives the same life.
Correct.
Like, I'm not living a Dak Prescott, like a quarterback QB1.
It's not giving Peyton Manning.
No, it's not giving. It's not giving Peyton Manning. It's not giving Eli Manning. It's not giving any of it.
It's not giving Manning.
Neither one of them. And I feel like those are things that people think like you're like, oh, wake up, money. And it's like, damn, like, no, we're still financially conscious. Like, even we're about to go to London next week.
Yeah.
And I'm still like, oh, those shoes are $1,500. I might get those.
And you're like, they're cute. I'm like,
right,
that's cute.
Right. And I feel like people think we just wake up and it's like, spend. Like, I'm a stickler. I'm like, you keep ordering Uber Eats and there's food in the refrigerator. We're not going to be ordering $40 breakfast with a $50 lunch and $120. No, you're going to go on that fridge and make some nice turkey bacon and pancakes for breakfast. But so I feel like that's just like a common misconception that people think that it's always like, give me the money. If this man doesn't have money, I'm not going to date him anymore. But it's like, he could lose it all tomorrow and I would still be married. It's not like I'm going to go hop from next to next. And I feel like that's what people think.
A lot of people think that.
Yeah, that's what people think that WAGs are. That it's like once his life or his career comes to an end, then y'all come to an end. Like, no. We're here for the long run.
I think my problem comes in when our men do nice things for us. Mm-hmm. So like Shaquille bought my car. Mm-hmm. And the comments were filled with men, for one.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, she's just using him. I didn't ask for this car.
Right.
This is something that he decided to do for me out of the kindness of his heart. Mm-hmm. And then it's always the assumption that they don't make financially sound decisions.
Right.
And people don't realize that I'm the reason that he makes most of the financial sound decisions that he does make. Mm-hmm. Like, it was a smart decision for us to, build our franchise of daycares because this is something that we can pass on to our children. But people seem to only focus on like, oh, he just bought a chain.
Yeah.
Which he made his money, he's able to do. Right. The same way if you as a regular working person decided to go buy yourself something nice, you're able to do that. It's not, I can't dictate what you choose to spend your money on. And I don't think as a person who's outside looking in, you should be able to do that to me either.
So in that aspect, have you ever thought about not sharing like those little small wins off of like people's judgment of what it is to post?
No, because why would I let you affect what I choose to share with the world?
Yeah.
No, you're going to be mad still and I'm still going to post it.
Like, they would have been complaining if it was a Honda Civic.
But I feel like people aren't happy regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if he would have got me a Honda Civic, they would have said, oh, he just got her a Honda Civic.
Yeah.
But since it's a Lamborghini, like, now you still have something to say. So you're never going to be able to satisfy everybody.
Right. That's
so true. Just make yourself happy and let's all move forward.
Right. Like, post and go.
No, that's it. That's all.
Yeah.
So we also have questions that I wanted to know about you and Jihad. Okay, so I feel like people also have a misconception where when it comes to like other women, they assume that because we date men who are, football players or any type of athlete, rappers, you can even include in that, they assume that the women that are in these pictures are just like accepting of everything. Like, oh, I'd rather cry in a Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
But are you crying?
I'm not crying. I'm not gonna cry at all. Like, no. I feel like as a woman, you should hold certain standards for yourself, regardless of a man's, level or position in life. Just because he makes more money than me doesn't make him any better than me. Like, so if I don't disrespect you, you shouldn't be disrespecting me. And it's like, it doesn't matter how much money you make. If you do wrong, baby,
oh no, I'm going to the
right, and I'm going to go to the right, and you're going to keep your shit to the left, What Beyonce say? To the left. Everything you own in the box one. So that's how I feel. I feel like you have to have respect for yourself at the end of the day. And it's more so, not saying that if you choose to stay, if somebody were to do that with you, but I feel like very early on in our relationship, I let him know what I was putting up with.
Yeah,
what I was not going to boundaries. Yeah, because you're not going to disrespect me. And my mom and my dad have been married for almost 30 years.
Yeah.
So I have that to look after, and my father would never do anything like that. So my dad treated me like a princess. So why would I accept anything lower than?
Yeah.
So I just feel like you should be able to stand up for yourself and stick up for yourself and hold yourself to a certain standard, that you don't allow a man to walk all over you just because he has more money in the bank, because that does not mean anything. There's always somebody else with even more money.
But your money shouldn't change your moral code.
At all.
I agree with that.
At all.
I feel like for me, because I experienced those things that made me make the type of music I was making. I got to a certain point where I was like, okay, no. And then when I actually met Shaquille, it wasn't like we came into the situation where I was like, oh, we're going to be together. We were just having fun. And then when it got to that point, I was like, yeah, no. This isn't okay. This won't happen again. And he said that was a part of the reason why he liked me so much, because nobody ever
set a boundary.
Yeah, nobody ever stood up to him. Everybody was just go with the flow. Well, he'll buy me something nice, or I can buy myself something nice.
Yeah, right.
Thank you.
Right. Like, I don't need to be wiping my tears with a Chanel bag. It does not matter.
It's cute, but
that was cute. Thanks.
It's cute. Thanks. Oh, and I'm not giving it back either.
Thank you.
I'm still mad. I'm not giving it back at all.
Talking about your relationship, can you tell us how you and Shaquille met?
You messed it. Okay. Okay, so I didn't know who Shaquille was. Nothing about him. Even though he was playing for Jacksonville at the time. I wasn't a football fan. So I had a friend. I ain't gonna lie. She need to work for Sports Center or something. She can tell you your person's last week's highlights. She can tell you their contract details. She can tell you the guarantee part. She can tell you what they need to do to meet another part of their contract. She knows everything. And I'm not that girl. And she I feel like her dream, would that be the word? She really, 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 really wants to date an athlete. And she was like, oh, I've been DMing these people and they're not responding to me. And she was like, can you DM them for me? And send them my page. So me, I'm like, girl, yeah. So Shaquille was one of the 12 people that she sent me. So it was Chase Young. It was Shaquille. It was I think it was CJ. It was CJ Stroud. it was like a list of like top paid players at the time. And then I think CJ had like, maybe it wasn't CJ because I think he came in next year, but it was a list of whoever like had the top contracts at the time, and Shaquille was like one of those people. So I sent everybody the same message. She told me what to send. I copied, pasted it, sent it. The message said, "I know someone looking for you." And like hindsight, looking back, it seemed like I was the one looking, but I wasn't thinking about it like that. Like if you as my friend are like, "Hey, can you on your page real quick?" I'm like, yeah. So she was like, "You have."
I don't know if I would have used "I know someone looking for you." I feel
That's
like
what she told me to do.
That very much gave like
thirsty
you. Like it was giving Joe. Like I'm like, it's giving.
Okay, but as a friend, she asked me to do that, and I thought I was being a good friend at the time. So I sent everybody the same message. Some people are like responding, but of course they're responding like I'm talking about myself.
Yeah.
And then I'm sending her profile back or like a picture of her back. And this is a picture she sent me to send. So like everything is the way that you wanted me to do it. So all of the messages, I kid you not, all of the messages are going the same exact way. "Oh, I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you." And I'm like, no, this is the person. And they're all like,
"I wasn't looking for you."
They're all like, "No." And she's so pretty. So but they were just like, no. And when it came to Shaquille, I sent him her. I was in the middle of sending him her page, and before I could send it back, because remember my last message was, "I know someone looking for you." So he wrote "who," and before I could send her page, he sent a picture of me off my page. So I was like, "Oh boy, no."
And you're like, "This answer is different."
I was like, no. And I sent her a picture, and I showed you the message. I sent her a picture, and he was like, "Yeah, no, I'm okay." And I was like, by this time, like 10 people have said no. So my response was, "Please talk to her." Like I was, and it wasn't like I don't think I was being petty. Like I was really genuinely like, "Please, just anybody." Cause like I just kept texting her like, no. So he was like, "No, I wouldn't do that because I'd be talking to somebody for the wrong reasons." And then he was like, "But yeah, back to you." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm okay. I'm in a relationship." And his words were, "It's not gonna last. I'll be back."
Were you in a relationship at the time?
I was.
Oh wow! I didn't know that.
I was, and he was like, "It's not gonna last. I'll be back." And that was like the last message. This is in like not March. It was like March of early that year. And so when I told her, she asked me, she was like, "Oh, what did Shaquille say?" Because I told her he had responded, and I was like, "Oh, he said he had a girlfriend." So like hindsight, she was like, "Oh, she wanted to talk to him herself," which wasn't the case,
right?
But I have been telling you that everybody said no.
No,
so I started to feel bad.
Feelings.
Like I never had no intention of talking to Shaquille. I never had any intention of anything at all. I was like, "Oh, he said he had a girlfriend," and I left it that there. My birthday rolls around, and this same friend is with me in Mexico. I'm with Sydnee. Like I take a little cute birthday trip every year, so all my friends are there. And by this time, Shaquille has followed me on Instagram, but I'm updating my friend as things go along. I'm like, "Oh, he just followed me," and she's like, "Oh, follow him back." So then he asked me his close friend, and she's like, "Oh, what did he post in there?" So I like screenshot his close friends and I show her because I have no interest in this man. We go to Mexico and he writes me and he's like, "How can I send you something for your birthday?" And I'm like, I show her the message and she's like, "Oh," at this time she's cool with everything. She's like, "Oh, trick on him. I mean, make him trick on you, duck him, take the money." So I send him a cash out. And he sent me a cute little coin.
So find a cute little coin.
I never met him before. He sent me a cute little 10K.
Yeah, we love that.
And then everybody's cool. Everything's copacetic. So we were.
Did you give her some of the money?
Why did I do that?
Okay, I'm just asking. I was trying to test your waters.
What did she do?
I mean, technically, she led you to the man.
Stay tuned. Because I feel like I'm gonna send her a gift one day. She hates me right now, but I'm gonna send her a gift. So then we were in Mexico for 7 days. Like, so by the end of the trip, my nails are shit. My hair is messed up. I like made a post, and I'm like, "Oh, I can't wait to get back home to get my hair done and stuff." He sent me another coin. So I'm like, what's up? So when he sends me the money the second time, he was like, so you gonna give me your number? So I show her again. And she's like, well, just give me your number. I give him the number. Mind you, I'm only doing things that you are saying are okay. I give him the number. He's playing in Jacksonville. So he was like, I was like, well, I have to come to Jacksonville, as we're like casually talking on the phone. He's like, well, can I take you out? So I was like, no. And Sydnee was like, girl, yeah. She was like, you at least owe him that. I was like, I don't owe him nothing. Sydnee convinced me to go out on a date with him. By this time, my friend is being weird to me. She had went to Houston with somebody, and we're like, we share secrets. She went to Houston with somebody, sat courtside with somebody. To this day, I don't know who she was with because she just chose not to tell me. And I never made it a thing. Right. Like, if you want to tell me something, you'll tell me. But I never, like, I'm not entitled to your business.
Right.
Which should also apply to me. You're not entitled to my
business. Yeah.
Okay. Right. So I go to Jacksonville, and he takes me to get ice cream. And I was like, are you
PJ? Like, let's go to New York for dinner. Like, damn.
I don't know, but like ice cream, boy.
That is so funny.
Now that happens, and then I'm like, I don't like him. I go home like, Sydnee, I'm never talking to him again. And she's like, just please give him one more chance. And that's when he won me over. The second time we met up.
So what did you guys do the second time? How did he redeem himself?
He had a personal chef. He had a little driver. The chef cooked food for us.
Redemption.
Yeah, the chef cooked food for us. And we like chilled, watched a movie. Third time. Third time was the charm. Third time sealed the deal.
I'm dead.
But no, yeah, so that's how we met. I was trying to hook a friend up with him, and now we're here happily ever after.
So what's your tip for the people regarding how you met your man?
Don't let your friends stop you from meeting your husband. Yeah, thank you. So you and Jihad. Yeah. How did y'all meet? How did y'all end up here?
I had just got out of a abusive-ish relationship. Yeah, and that was like a thing within itself, and I felt like I was like soul searching. I took like a 6-month break from talking to anybody. Like, I wasn't going outside. I didn't do anything. Like, it was horrible. I was scrolling my Explore page, and I saw him in a hospital bed. It was like 2018, and he had just had surgery. He somebody landed on him, and he broke his leg and like knee and ankle in 3 places. It was crazy. Yeah, it was bad. And I'm like, ooh, I'm trying to be a doctor. I'm like, let's tell him that. I'm trying to be your caretaker.
Oh my god.
So I literally, at the time, I had so many friends in LA. It was like 20 of us in a group chat. I screenshot his picture and I sent in the group chat, like, does anybody know him? Because I told you we all ran in the same circle. So I'm like, what's the tea? Do I need to know anything about this man before I say something? And that was my first time I had ever direct messaged a man ever. Because I was felt like, if I saw you and you saw me, you say something. If you don't say anything, that's fine. Like, whatever. I ended up DMing him, and I was like, "Oh, you look like you need somebody to take care of you." I was like, I hope you feel better. Secretly, please let me be. He ended up messaging me back within 30 minutes or so, but he was just so dry. I swear, it was so dry. I was like, ew. But it was just what's up? Very much you see me? Yeah, that's what's up. So, it was just so dry, and I'm like, damn, he hella boring, whatever. So I'm telling my friends, I'm like, he boring as shit. I'm not talking to him anymore. Yeah. So, I literally stopped talking to him, never answered his text message, phone call, anything after the fact. Because I was just like, ew, that was, I'm coming at you. I came with a whole tagline, and that was your follow-up, was what's up? I was like, whatever, no. So, fast forward, it goes a year past or so, and he just randomly DM'd me right before the pandemic. It was late 2019, and he was like, I never had the chance to meet up with you. text my new phone number so we can talk. And we started FaceTiming literally that same day, and butterflies. Like, I was literally walking around the house like, Mom, it's my boyfriend. But she's like, girl, does that man know that he is your boyfriend? But I feel like I spoke it into existence. That's probably the only man I've ever done that with. And I'm like, that's my boyfriend. That's my boyfriend. So he was like playing around. It gets to like, maybe say March or April or so. And we were I was working at the time, so we were trying to like align our schedules. We were trying to align our schedules so that we could meet, and I actually ended up buying my own flight.
Oh.
I flew myself out to Texas. I did, and
Dallas?
Yes, to Dallas. And literally, I was there for 3 days the first time. The second time, he flew me out, and I was there for 2 weeks. And
it got longer and longer.
After that 2 weeks, after the 3 days, I came back with a boyfriend. Mom was like, damn, you weren't playing? I said, man, I told you that was my man. Like, now we went from boyfriend to this is my husband. Like, in the matter of 3 days. So then that goes past. We, like, fly back and forth maybe for, like, 3 months or so. He comes to meet my family, and then next thing I know, he asked me that I want to move in with him so I can start nursing school in Texas, and that's what I did. I moved in with him after 4.5 months.
I think everybody's story is kind of like similar.
Yeah.
Because when I went to Jacksonville that one time, I stayed for a little while, and then I left, and I came back with 2 big suitcases.
You're like, you know what? Let me get some.
And I ran out of clothes. I got my friend. I'm like, girl, we finna go shopping.
I can use it.
I stayed for a long time, and then at the time he was getting his house built in Jacksonville. So he like took me to see the house, and he was like, "What kind of floor do you think in here?" I was like,
"Are you asking?
This is us thing."
You like we go together, real bad.
And I just never left. Girl, I got rid of my house in Atlanta. Oh, it was bad.
Oh Lord.
My daddy was like, "Girl, you sure?" I was like, "Yeah, daddy.
Yeah,
I'm gone."
Yeah. Because think about it, if you would have never taken that position, we wouldn't be here right now. So
I completely agree. Right. Now we're here.
Right.
So far, because you've been a WAG for a while now.
Right.
What's your favorite part?
5 years at that. That's the crazy part. I would want to say that my favorite part is literally doing like normal stuff all week and then waking up on Sunday in a dress. Like, I love the picking out my outfit, and I don't know why I thought I was a DIY girl last year. I was in the field, in the mud with rhinestones. Like, with rhinestones, all kinds of stuff.
I have not ever tried.
I did. I bought a Cricut. I did the full 9 yard. I was going stupid. It was so bad, but it was just the way, like, I love when people would message me on TikTok and be like, "Where'd you get that jacket from?" I'm like, I made it. I made it. You can't get it.
Girl, it's like, her aunt is.
Her aunt is. No, literally, I felt that. But yeah, I feel like that's my favorite thing is getting up in the morning, like getting dressed. It's the whole game day for me. Like, yeah. So I feel like the field is like my runway because y'all gonna see this fit.
No, it gotta be.
You gonna see this fit.
I feel like my favorite part of being a WAG is probably like the wins for them, like the highs.
Yeah.
Because the highs are high.
Yeah, the highs are super high.
Yeah.
But we both know, being on losing teams, that the lows are very, very low.
The lows are in hell.
Yeah. The depths of hell.
But we're 3-0 right now, so.
Yeah, let's keep that going. Please.
Yeah.
Please.
Let's not go back.
Please. So going off with what my favorite game day activity is, which is, of course, getting dressed and showing up and showing the girls what we have on, we're coming up with our segment every week where we'll be featuring pregame potties.
Yeah, so our favorite outfit selections from the prior weeks.
Yeah.
And yeah, so let's dive into it. I think I'm going to start with me.
Yeah. I mean, you're the one talking.
Just because this is our first episode, especially.
Yeah.
And then why not? Because I feel like I eat the girls up.
Yeah.
So the outfit I chose is the outfit I wore to our first home game, which is also a dub. So it was a cute little Ghani vest, like cardigan type of thing. with the cute little white shirt under, button down, and then the bubble skirts. I think the bubble skirts are like
so in right now.
Yeah, I had to go ahead and get it over.
I tried to, but then when I went to that game and I saw everybody bubble skirt, I said, yeah.
Listen, it was like 6 of us.
I was like, I'm sending this back.
It was giving A-okay.
It ate though.
And then with the, the long socks and the Samoas, I feel like those are trending right now too. The Adidas.
The Samba. No, that's like so funny. Yeah, and the little bow in the back. The bow in the back was super, super cute.
That was like the added little touch.
I feel like a lot of people don't realize that you don't have to be fully decked out in your man stuff to be in spirit.
I think there is a way to overdo it.
It is.
Where you start to look corny.
Yeah.
And I think it's like the subtle team colors.
Yeah.
That's cute. I think that's my
same. I feel like it's a fine line between college game day and NFL game day. And college game day, you want to go all in.
And there's a difference between my man is a rookie and my man has been here a while. Let's get into it. Okay, now who's your hottie?
Well, the next hottie is gonna be me. It's gonna be me. I think what was this second game?
This was second home game.
Second home game. Yeah, this is second home game. I had on a 2-piece veneer Dubois, little cheer skirt, little leather. What was it? A pleated skirt. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then I had a little crop, little businessy shirt, long sleeves, patent leather boots, little Dior bag.
Yeah.
And then since I didn't have anything with colors at all, I'm like, let me do something for my man. So I literally went and got in the field with the rhinestones. So I added the little 52. Did
you do this the day of the game or the night before?
I did the night before.
Oh, okay.
You have to give the glue time to dry. And if anybody wants to know how to make anything, the glue to use is Gym Tech. That's tea.
Girl, in one ear, out the other.
Literally. But yeah, I put everything on super last minute. Jahad was pissed. He's like, hurry up and put your clothes on in the morning. I'm running around. I got overnight curls in my head. I'm putting the skirt leg on one time. Yeah, it was a mess. But it turned out being super cute.
It was super cute.
Yeah. And I have to say so myself.
You can. I really like this look just because it gave girly. It gave I'm here for my man. It gave, but I'm also here to be seen.
Yeah.
I'm part of the show, babe.
Yeah. I'm let me show the people what I got.
Okay, and then let's see, who do we have next?
Next is KJ Jones. She
from the Broncos.
From the Broncos, yeah. Her husband plays on the Broncos. Her outfits eat every.
This was so cute to me just because it wasn't overdoing it.
Yeah.
It wasn't hey, my man is number. His last name is XYZ.
Yeah, and you know that the football bags that she has, she makes those herself from an actual football.
Am I missing out by not making?
I
feel like all the girls.
But I think she's actually starting a business.
I love that.
What it's called. I was trying to do this spot. But yeah, so she makes all her outfits every week.
We might have to tap in.
Yeah, right. She's so trendy and stylish though. Yeah,
I love this look.
I love her looks every week.
Our last look for today. I love Crystal. I just got excited.
Right. I love Crystal now.
Crystal 8.
She did.
Crystal is with our ops. Well, my ops. I wasn't our. Crystal's with the ops.
To be fair, we both were on the Jaguars, so I get it.
We were. And this is my personal opinion. This has nothing to do with Shaquille, Jahad, Sydnee. This is me. But Crystal is with the Jaguars. Her man plays for the Jaguars. And this outfit just everything came together so well.
It was the fact that she put boys, it was the little, I don't want to call it paper mache, but it's that new wet look, fitted corset. It was super, super cute.
I think that's what it is.
And then the little shiny Givenchy boots.
Her hair.
Even though Orlando was talking about stuff.
Y'all burnt them out. I'm wearing my shark boots.
I'm wearing my shark boots.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Bookie butt. Yeah. But even her hair, with the fringe bang. Yeah. Everything flows so well.
With the sunglasses, it was just giving cool girl, my man's on the team. And it's giving I'm a wife.
She ate.
Yeah, no, she did.
No, she did. I think and Crystal kind of made me want one of the wet.
I was over there looking
But I was did she eat too much?
But at the same time, I'm them courses is for the little titty bitches. I don't have to. I'm that corset. I'm I'm gonna be giving
Crystal,
I'll give the whole say it was a full show. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to copy that one. But
she ate that.
She did.
I don't know if I have time though. Minnesota's kind of
cold.
I might have missed my window. Yeah. It's cool. It's fine. Yeah. But yeah, so those are our pregame hotties for the week.
Yeah.
If you have a hottie in mind that you think ate and we missed her, send her in and we will definitely take a look.
Of course.
So after our pregame hottie, we do have questions for the fans.
Yeah.
They have some tea.
Yeah, we did get a couple of, actually a lot of questions sent in.
Even from some other ways.
Yeah, and I love that because it's like, dang, are y'all asking me for advice? I'm like, we're here. Yeah,
I love that though.
To those, some of those questions that we got from our audience.
Okay, so I think the first thing we can get into, just because both of us are newly moving to Minnesota. How was that move for you? Like, how do you adjust? Did you guys sell your home?
We have a home base, and we always keep a home base. Like, I would say that it's a little nerve-wracking to leave that home base and have to pick and move and never visit it for 6 months until season is over. Yeah. You just have to be smart about where you live. But it's a challenge per se because, like, even when it's the smallest things, what do I pack? Scrambling to find clothes. If you don't have clothes, you can't bring your whole closet. Everything you cannot. So it's like, take the important stuff, take your documents, take the things that are living and breathing, whether that be kids, whether that be dogs.
That's debatable.
Right. Well, because y'all left
the dogs with babysitters.
Look, left our other kids for dead, huh?
We left them with babysitters. They're in cars. They're great.
Yeah, so I feel like that's an adjustment, but at the same time, it's like, if you want to be in your relationship, that's something you're going to have to do. Like, I stayed back home last season, and that was the toughest shit I've ever done in my whole entire life. Yeah, because I was in nursing school, and I was in nursing school in Texas, and he was in New York. So I'm talking about, and anybody that's in the medical field knows that nursing school is hell on wheels. And I'm like, at home, like, I need my man. So it's like, I'm like, damn. So it's like, if you really want that support system, you have to do something.
I feel like training camp was hard to not be with him.
Yeah.
And to do like a whole season.
Yeah, I did a whole season.
And you did great in school. So like, you that girl. You probably wouldn't do it again.
Hell no.
I feel like for me, adjusting to Minnesota has been hella hard to an extent. Because we went from Florida to Texas, which is kind of the same. And now Amir starts kindergarten. So we had to like find the best school for him. We, of course, have a more. So like, she went from staying home with a nanny to like going to daycare with other kids. So that's kind of scary. Yeah. But she's doing great.
Yeah.
You have to ship cars. Oh my God. When I got ready to pack, I was like, Sydnee, what are you going to bring? She was like, just bring all your purses. And then I did that, and she left all her purses.
I wasn't worried about nothing but Lululemon sets. That's literally it.
I have like 10.
That's my everyday uniform.
I have like 10 Nike sets. I know Amir School was like, bitch, do you have clothes? No, I don't.
Like, are you working out or is that?
I'm not.
But yeah.
Girl, I grab sweatpants. I'm like, these are for Tuesday.
Let me wear the green one today. I'm in a green mood.
Mix it up.
It's so funny.
But it's like you have everything. So we didn't sell our house. We sold our Jacksonville house because that was just a bill for no reason. We weren't planning to go back there. Yeah. We still have our home base, which is in Texas. And so we had to ship cars here. That kind of helped with the clothes, kind of. Yeah. I just threw stuff in the car. Yeah. But it was like I had to pack for my kids. I had to pack for Shaquille because he took some stuff, but it was like, what did you take?
5 outfits.
I think Shaquille took stuff to wear during training camp.
Yeah.
So he took like Nike shorts. And
he made sure he had the damn Xbox and PS5 though.
He did.
Yeah.
And I had to pack for myself. So like my kids are easy because I can, just go grab something. Yeah. Shaquille, if he doesn't have something, it costs money to get that new thing there. For me, he was like, well, just bring the things that cost the most. So he's like, bring shoes and purses. And he's like, I'll buy everything else
in between. Yeah.
And it's not really working in my favor. Because like on Saturday night, I'm like, Sydnee, what I'm gonna wear?
What am I wearing? Yeah.
So it's an adjustment, but we're making it work.
Yeah. And I think it's a bit of the location thing too, because being in certain cities on certain teams, everything's at your fingertips.
Yeah.
It's like you really have to search.
I can find anything on Instagram in 5 seconds.
Yeah.
But Minnesota, I'm like...
Yeah. So my tip for people that have to move with their man is literally do all your research in advance. Find with hairstylists, with nail salons, with nail artists, with eyelash tech, brow tech, whatever you want to do. Because when you're here and you see the moment and every game is every week, your stuff needs to be in order.
No, agreed.
Yeah. Our second question that we have from someone else, they wanted to know how do you keep the romance alive when your man is such.
And this question was from a WAG.
Yeah, it was from a WAG, from L. Yeah.
Thank you, L.
Right. But how do you keep your romance alive when your man is such a vigorous schedule and routine?
We talked about this.
We did.
Because it's going to sound crazy, but everything's on a schedule.
It is. And that's just how the way life works.
And it might be different. I think, I don't know if it would apply to a rookie. I don't know if they've learned their schedule yet.
Well, rookies might have it worse, to be honest.
You might be right.
Because their lifts are earlier in the morning.
You're right.
Yeah.
But there is a schedule. So, I feel like every WAG I've ever talked to knows there's no sex on Saturday.
Yeah. No sex before games.
Yeah, that does not happen. Or if there's a Thursday game, no sex on Thursday.
Yeah.
But no sex before games. And
honestly, I'm a 48-hour girl because I don't want the reason why your legs are tired to be on me. Okay? Don't go blame this shit on me.
So let me tell you how Shaquille explained it. He was like, no sex on Saturday, period. I'll start from Saturday. Sunday, if it's a win, sex. If there's a loss and I'm sad, sex. So Sunday is always for sure. Monday, he was like, if you feeling freaky, we might go again. He was like, you're more likely to have sex on Monday than you are Tuesday. Mm-hmm. Tuesday's the off day, and then you go back in Wednesday. So he was like, on Tuesday, you usually thinking damn, I gotta go to work.
Yeah. Right.
Wednesday, maybe. Mm-hmm. Thursday, usually.
Yeah.
Friday, he was like, that's only if you feeling super freaky and you just want to be nasty. But he was like, I don't really know about Friday.
Yeah, that's why I said I feel like Friday is too close to the game.
Yeah. I can agree.
Because if I'm scrambling for an outfit, you need to be resting your legs. Thank you.
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
That question was from L. So thank you, L. I really appreciate you tapping in with us. So next question, I think this is a really good question. Are you concerned with potential effects from the game, like CTE or long-term effects on his body?
I feel like, ooh, that's a tough one.
Especially you being a nurse.
I know, and I feel like that's a blessing and a curse at the same time because he can say a little thing. He's like, oh, my throat hurts, and I'm like, let me see your lymph nodes. I'm so horrible. I'm like, let me take a blood pressure. You got a headache? Go take. I'm just that girl. But I feel like I am concerned per se, but I feel like if it's not a continuous a Tua situation, baby, you need to wrap it up. Yeah, sit it down. You didn't have 4 concussions in 2 years.
Is a bit much.
If you want to have children and you want to grow your family and you want to see your kids grow old, it's time to wrap it up. And I feel like he knows and I know that if we were to ever be in a revolving door situation like that, where it's
too much.
If it's literally something that's going to affect you, is the money worth it? The money's not worth your life. No, it's not at all.
So before we came, Shaquille was kind of I'll die for football. Mm-hmm. That was his thought process.
And so he has something else to
so much.
For.
Yeah. And now he's like, I'm getting kind of old.
He's like, oh shit, my back.
All the time. But no, he gets to the stadium. That's why we get there so early. He gets there before all the other guys because he has to warm his body up.
No, that's hot too.
Girl. But I think it worries me, especially when you hear Amir say, I want to play football. And he's like,
they don't.
Want to try basketball?
Right.
Because he doesn't want him to put himself through that same thing.
Right.
But I think to be able to still support him, I have to focus on what's in front of us.
Yeah, right. And so not think about the future.
Yeah, I can't be there your head okay?
Yeah.
And then it affects you, especially when you see him take a big hit in the game.
Yeah.
But
because I'm one of those, I'm so bad. Don't hit my man during no game.
No, remember we thought that it was him like out there tussling. I was like, do I need to? Girl, you can't do nothing with these men.
I'm gonna find your ass and hunt your ass down because why you did him like that?
Oh no, it's bad.
No, that's
bad.
So yeah, I mean, it's definitely a concern for the future, but at the same time, it's like we know that limit, and if we ever reach that limit, wrap it up, sit down. It's not more important than your life. Like, yes, football is your life, but not your whole total life.
And Shaquille has been playing football since he was 4.
And you know what's crazy? Even Jahad's in the league, and he only started playing in high school.
Really? Mm-hmm. That's crazy. Shaquille's been playing since he was 4, so you've played football more than you've done anything
in life, right?
So it's like a second, like, memory type of thing,
right?
And I just feel like if we get to that point, then he knows.
Wrap it up. Yeah.
But it definitely scares you because it's a thought, but you can't make it like your everyday thought.
And my thing is, I feel like you can deal with the injuries. Now the whole CTE thing is another. That's another beast within itself. But I feel like with the development of technology, there needs to be things that change. Like, even how, I don't know why, but the football players are so focused on swag. Like, I need to wear this sock and this glove and this shoe. They're like, I'm not wearing no damn Guardian cap. Boy, if you don't put that damn Guardian cap
around with no mouthpiece. I'm like, why are you running? He was like, if I lose my teeth, I'll go buy another one.
If you lose that teeth, you're going to be like Rashawn Rock.
But it's crazy because he's played since he was 4.
Yeah.
God forbid. He's played since he was 4, and you haven't had to go through that. But I'm on the sideline like, fuck your mouthpiece.
That's me.
And I turned into Mama Bear.
That's me. Because Jahad he's so focused on slang, he walks around with the hoodie that covers his last name, and every time.
We have to talk about it every time we're on the sideline.
13,000, 15,000, 20,000. You know he got fined over $120,000 in one season for that damn hoodie.
For Giants.
I said, if you want to give away money, I got somewhere that it could go.
Thank you. I'm
like, what business do you want me to reinvest $120,000? Because I would do it gladly.
Shaquille has really good rapport, fortunately. So, like, when something happens, don't take my words and be like, bitch, I'm going to show you. But no, he has really good rapport where he's not, like, doing things that get him fined a lot. So, usually when it happens, he's pretty good.
Yeah, that's good.
I appreciate that because we have other things that we can spend money on.
Right. I agree.
Another question that we have.
I have a good one.
What's your question?
Another question that we had was, how does it feel to have more people call you when they need something than people who call you to just check in on you?
This is a question from my cousin. And we have personal talk, so he's like in my business.
I felt that though, because I feel like
I agree.
Somehow, some way, we all live the same life in a different form.
Before we answer this question, when someone calls Jahad for help, do you make that final call like yay or nay, or is okay? I thought it was just me.
If they call, because I hate, and this is my thing. If you need something, ask me how I'm doing first. Don't be, what's up, bro? Yeah, I lost my job today, and I'm about to get evicted, and my car got a flat tire, and my wife's finna die. Like, damn. What's up, bro? How you doing? Like, I'm really falling on hard times. It's not that hard to be a real person. He's a real person, too.
Yeah.
He's not a bank bag. He's not a bank. So, that's my main thing, and he's one of those people that every time he answers the phone, it's on speaker. And I'm literally like hitting him. He's like, what the fuck they want now? I'm like, what's going on now?
Oh, I'll hang up.
What?
Yes, me.
Sorry.
It's me. Hi.
Yeah. What's going on? I don't appreciate the fact that people only call when they need something. Because he's going through real life shit. Like, being a football player is not easy. Like, you have the outside stuff from fans. You have the outside stuff from previous teams of fans. It's just so hard. The wear and tear on your body, your mind, like your head. Right. Like, why are you asking me for shit? Like, you don't even ask him whenever he gets injured or how he's coping or how he's doing. But it's like, give me. Yeah.
I think we both experienced that. Yeah. And for me, it's like, I have so much going on in my regular life that you can just call and be like, hey, I saw X, Y, and Z. I saw you just launched a podcast. I saw Amir started kindergarten. Or, hey, it's Tuesday. How are you? Yeah. And I don't get that very often.
I don't either.
So for you to feel comfortable enough to call me, you knew you needed money Friday. You should have called me Monday and been like, hey, are you okay? What's up? Yeah. Warm me up for it.
Right, please.
But, like, to just randomly call me and be like, oh, these are the things that I need, and be expecting of those things. Yeah. Like, no just isn't an option.
Right.
I don't live in that world.
Yeah, no, I felt that. And it's like, I feel like people just have expectations. Well, oh, he got it. Let me just ask him. He'll do it.
That's
and
my
like,
thing.
Damn. He has a family to take care of. He has houses to take care of.
Oh, Shaquille has loved saying, I got kids.
Literally. I can't wait till we get to that point.
Hey, that's his thing.
Everything.
That is his thing.
I'm going to blame everything on that.
That is his thing right now. I got kids.
Literally.
I can't do it. Right. And I don't oppose to that. Like, I'm not opposed to it. Mm-hmm. I completely agree with whatever you want to tell them.
Right.
And I don't think you have to give somebody an excuse as to why you can't do something. The answer is just no.
Because in the day you have a family and what's in your household is what matters the most.
But you know, like if you were to fall on hard times, those people
would not be there for you. You wouldn't be able to ask them for a tissue to wipe their ass. They wouldn't piss if you were on fire. So it's just like, what do I get out of saying no?
Another good question we had was, how long have you been a Viking swag?
Oh, this is a couple weeks. Okay, well now
it's only my third day out here, right? But no, seriously.
No, we signed in March, like right during free agency. So that's it. But then we're both on 1 year contracts, so things will adjust and whatever. I mean, hopefully we can stay together.
And for the girlies that don't understand, a 1 year contract is like they have 1 year with the Vikings, and then they're free agent. They can also extend their contract with the Vikings and stay here. Or we can go somewhere else. Yeah. So right now, they're both playing great. I wouldn't be opposed to staying here in Minnesota.
I wouldn't either. Once I figure out my my things to do, the places to go, get my hair done, and do these things then the small things. But as far as like team life, I would say Minnesota is it, hands down.
No, I agree. Yeah. I feel like the atmosphere here is
completely different from any other team.
I had a really great atmosphere in Texas also, but I had just had a more, so I wasn't as involved as I am with the girlies here. But I feel like it's super inviting. It's a really good like family type of vibe.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, so only a couple months. We haven't been here that long.
Right.
How do you manage building generational wealth when you don't?
I don't.
Or are you guys not there yet? Just because?
No, we're there.
Okay.
I think it's more so you listen to those outside people. You find financial advisors that you trust, because if you give anybody just say $1 million, they're gonna act a complete fucking fool. It's like you're not gonna know what to invest in, where to flip it, where does it make sense, where should I spend there. But now we've gotten to the point where we started opening up sober homes. So we have those for people that are in recovery. We have like 3 of them in Philadelphia. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I love that.
But you want to focus on the things that are going to make your money make more money.
Right.
And I feel like and we have several properties, not just our home base in Dallas. And I feel like people forget about that when they ask you for stuff, because it's like I'm also trying to set myself up for the future, knowing that I have to retire so early. Right. Our retirement age is 55. And it's like your football career it doesn't last long. It can end at 24. It can end at 28. The average is 3.3 years or something like that.
And luckily, we're both in situations where they
it's year 9 for us.
They're like in rare situations.
Yeah, very rare situations. And I don't care. Like, it doesn't matter if he didn't get his big contract yet. We're still in the game, and that's a blessing.
No,
that's
it is
more to say than any
to still be getting picked up.
Yeah, period. And being at that age, because then they be trying to act like he old. Like, you're not that.
No, Shaquille be in the locker room. He like, babe.
He said they gave me 3 times. I'm about to throw the fuck up.
Oh no, okay, y'all. In the last game, Shaquille did so good. He did great, but like they were playing the Texans, which is our old team.
So he was trying to go hard in the paint.
Girl, but the Vikings were playing like really good. This is the end of the game. It's no way the Texans can come back at this point where they're like at the goal line. They go to the receiver that's by Shaquille. He break up the pass. They go again. He break up the pass. I'm looking on the field. He like this. He like, help me, please, Jesus. Please, God. They go to him again. Oh my God! After the game, he's like, "Man, I was gonna throw up." But he like broke up all the passes, so it worked out great. Yeah. But back to the question, like I think that a lot of people outside looking in have all these answers for what these athletes should do with their money. And I think it works the same way as a person with a 9-to-5 job. Mm-hmm. If you get a raise at your job, guess what? You find more things to spend money on.
Yeah.
And if you're not aware and like know how to manage your money, then you start to live paycheck to paycheck.
Right.
So I feel like when people look at a lot of athletes and they're like, oh, well, he made such and such amount of money. Yeah, he also had 10 other families that he was trying to take care of.
Right.
Because these guys get these big contracts and they automatically want to take care of mama.
Yeah.
They want to take care of dad. Mm-hmm. They want to take care of their siblings. Mm-hmm. They want to sponsor Christmas.
So how do you feel about that?
Which part?
Taking care of mama, dad, family Christmas.
Okay, so me being a mom, I do not feel like it's my children's responsibility to take care of them. Mm-hmm. And of course my child isn't at an age to do that.
Right.
But me also being someone's child.
Right.
I feel the same way. Mm-hmm. And it's not to say that I haven't ever like done anything for my parents because my dad's dream was to open a construction company. Okay, I'll give you money to do that. I'll buy you a truck. I'll help you do that. But it's never been a situation where my dad has felt so entitled to anything that he felt like, oh, well, since my daughter is Tokyo, she has to do anything for me. So I feel like as a parent, your job is to set your child up to not experience the hardships that you did. Right. And as a child, if you decide to do anything, then you decide to do that. But I don't owe you anything for being my parent.
Yeah, next be here, babe.
You actually owe me. Right.
Yeah, no, I felt that.
Do you agree?
As far as?
Do you feel like parents are like these? Because I've seen guys get big contracts and they're like, oh, I got to spend all of my sign-up on
this. This is my thing.
House.
If you had the most supportive parents in the world and you feel like doing something nice for your parents, that's what you should do out of the own kindness of your heart. But if I give you said house or said car, don't expect for me to pay said taxes or put said gas in that car. Like, I just feel like that's common sense. It's like, this is my family that I'm creating. I can't take care of everybody else's family.
I think that's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Because to be able to like raise your own family and grow your own family like healthy and like in the way that you see fit, you can't take care of everybody's family.
You have to set those boundaries. You have to set those boundaries.
Okay, we agree on that one. That one little thing.
So now that we're done with some of those questions from the questionnaire, of course, we'll be doing this in the future with other people that want to ask us questions. You guys can go ahead and send those in so we can answer your questions as well. Right, the more the better. We want to talk about our biggest pet peeves of being a wife, a girlfriend, a spouse of an athlete.
I'll start.
Go ahead.
I feel like mine is, girls, I love y'all down. But I feel like my biggest pet peeve is when women are like, he got a brother. Because... Are you saying you want my man?
And it's bad because Shaq is a twin, so what you mean? They're identical
because
too.
They look alike.
Yeah, so it's like,
do you want my man?
Do you want my man? Are you okay?
Gun to your head right now. But no, I don't. It rubs me the wrong way. That's like, because it'll be like him doing something good for me or like something that the girl.
The car, the Lamborghini comes. Oh, do he got a brother?
Yeah. Do you want
him to buy you a Lamborghini too? What are you trying to say?
Are you in his DMs? Give me your phone. But no, like I just feel like that's weird to me. That's like saying I want your man.
Yeah.
Without saying I want your man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my pet peeve.
I felt that. I feel like mine, and I love girls to death. I do. And I get everybody is just like trying to get it how you live. But if you go on this man's page and you see he's in a relationship, why are you still DMing that man? Why?
No, they do.
Are you okay?
They do.
Like, hold you cool?
Okay, Dom. I don't want to say we live in like a generation where people don't care because I don't think it's new.
I think that people get a rise out of breaking people's shit apart when something is going well.
I think that people don't like to see things go well, so they're looking for like that crack in the glass. Like, even with me and Shaquille, I feel like if, God forbid, but I feel like if something was to ever happen, people would be like, oh, I knew he was this. Like, he's a good man, Savannah.
Right. Yeah.
I feel like people just look for
something.
Like, people on the internet thrive in other people's negativity. And I've never gave that.
Yeah. I've never, like, what? My thing was, like, even being younger, like, looking on people's pages, I'm like, oh, he got a girlfriend. Like, I never was like, oh, he got a girlfriend. Is he gonna be with that bitch? Let me go DM him and see if he answers me. Like, right. Like, do you want a cookie? Like, you're breaking apart people's families. Like, that's fucked up. But I don't know. I feel like that's one of my pet peeves. Like, I just feel like be classy, be mindful, be very demure. Like,
I think a lot of women are always like, well, it's not my responsibility to like owe her anything.
Yeah, and it does fall on the man, but at the same time, it's like, babe, have some respect for yourself, because the same way you got them is the same way that you will lose them. Correct. That's not the vibes, babe.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's another pet peeve?
That one little thing. You ate that one little thing. A pet peeve would being a wag.
Mm-hmm.
I think that I have a, and I want to say I have an issue because you're free to do whatever you want. But I don't understand when like stuff happens in the game and then fans are like in my comments.
Yeah.
I don't play football.
Babe, what you want me to do? Do you argue with fans of the game?
I have to.
I have to.
And I'll do it again.
I'm gonna do it every time. Because I feel like people forget, although they're these public figures, they're like celebrities that we live, breathe, eat, and shit the same way you do. Like, you can't.
I think, okay, so let me clarify. I think that's where my problem with Jacksonville came in at. And it's no offense to any of the Jacksonville fans, because of course they didn't know what we were going through personally.
Mm-hmm.
But Shaquille got hurt in training camp, or was it OTAs? I'm not sure. He got hurt. He hurt his back, and he still like continued to try to play because he didn't want to, stop his season and do surgery. And then he doesn't play great, and then everybody's like upset, but they don't know he has a whole back injury.
Mm-hmm.
Then we go through miscarriage, so he's dealing with personal stuff.
Yeah. And
then he was dealing with family stuff, and then we're also in Jacksonville. We had somebody like trying to steal from us.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So like, it's a million personal things going on, and then somebody's like, catch the ball.
Yeah, they're like, get the fuck off my team. I'm like, same. And
it was situations where, because, Shaquille got his big contract in Jacksonville, and they were like, give us the money back. Sir, you didn't pay anything.
Do you work for this organization, babe?
And my thing is always, you as a person with a normal job, if you come to work and you mess up, guess what? You still get paid for coming to work.
Mm-hmm.
So let's relax.
But not even that. If you go to work and you mess up, do you want your boss telling you, like, you fucking suck? No. Like, give people grace. Like,
there's no grace.
With real feelings, no matter the dollar amount.
There's no grace.
Right.
But yeah, I think that's where my pet peeve with that came in at. Yeah, stay off my page.
Another thing that stresses me out, I don't know if your friends do this, but my friends do.
What?
Every time I go to a new team, the roster check, leave me the fuck alone.
I get that.
Like, what do I look like? I'm like, am I getting matchmaker?
But what do I do? Like, you want me to...
Oh, babe,
it doesn't work like that.
Their teammate is fine.
It doesn't work like that.
We're not doing that. I'm like, how about you just find one of the games, and if he sees you and he want to talk to you, let it be that.
Or shoot your shot.
Right.